Imagine this, you're minding your own business wherever you are in whatever setting, but all of a sudden you hear 911, down 911. You see people running. There's a crowd of bystanders looking at something. You wondering what's going on. You see an individual supine on the floor. You hear shock advised, stand clear, all clear. You see hands pressing up and down, and you're standing thinking, who is it? You hear all hands on deck, but in your mind is cold blue, cold black, stand back, all clear. Psh, continue CPR. Someone's dying. What do? You got to hurry and choose. Those performing chest compressions are tired and they need your help. Can you help? What do? Step back or act? Do you step in? What do you do? What if it was you lying flat of your back, dying every second without help counts? What do you do? Hands removed, no pulse, no rising and falls of the chest, no signs of life. What do? First responders, EMS arrives, but he dies. What if it was you? Tell me, why is it that when a code is called, someone is dying, there's a call to come together, to join together, to save the life. It's not a happy thing that has happened, but most definitely is something that is devastating, traumatic. But think, call 911. Dispatcher answers. There's questions. You're advised to implement help from the dispatcher over the phone, and you are to assist, if possible, with early interventions to begin to aid and help some way. You see fire department, the first responders, EMS, bystanders, but in other words, all hands are on deck, people working together to revive that life, even in hospital settings, whatever the case, where one may be, all hands are on deck to what? Answer the call. The call is, the end result is to restore life, to revive. But why isn't this same energy created when someone is already alive but dying spiritually? Where are all hands? Praying? Should be sincerely, but do we really pray? Do we really pray? We say these things, we emoji these things, but do we really? Let's see, 911 prayer call. First responders prayers. Do we have those AED pads to create a shock? To get the heart functioning back to correct rhythm? One that is not considered abnormal like Brady nor tacky, but sinus rhythm? Are we advised by God's dispatch, his saving, reviving hands working in and through us? Are we on the code team, or are we the ones that need the shock? To get us to normal heart rhythm, to know someone has stopped breathing, no pulse, no sign of life. And what happens next depends on you. Now imagine it's you lying unconscious, and your life in an instant becomes dependent upon those who are there to take care of you. Maybe it's not first responders or EMS, not even an individual that knows the basics of CPR. God intervening divinely is your only hope, and he dispatches supernaturally angels to intervene at your scene of desperation. And you are revived. Your life is restored. You remember nothing but seeing a bright light and experiencing what? That's your story. God's glory. It should not take us having near-death experiences to wake up. We have already seen and we already heard enough. What? You think it can't happen to you? Choose now. Choose willingly to live by the directives of our Heavenly Father that truly loves you and cares for you and wants the best for you. Let us be the code team and not the one that needs to be shocked. Allow God to use your voice, your hands, your feet. Surrender your will to his, and let's get shocking the world with one individual at a time. It begins with you. Get ready for God to blow your mind as you become part of the code team. Shock is advised. Some of our hearts are out of rhythm, and will you help? us to help others respond to the need or needs appropriately? All hands on deck. Cold blue. What are you going to do? Stand by and let this person die? What if this person was you? Shock is advised, and your heart turned toward God correctly puts you back in sinus normal rhythm. Be blessed, my brother. Be blessed, my sister. Your story, God's glory. Shock is advised. Respond wisely. Bye. I love y'all.